What's good, everybody? It's Big Game James. I'm literally in these streets. We literally in these streets. Y'all, I had to run to the store right quick, so I figured, man, let me just jump and go record this video since we're talking about offense today. Hopefully this air doesn't get involved because I'm walking. But just want to talk a little bit about offense. We talked about defense last week. I thought it was a good little series. Now we're talking about offense today, and we're going to start on the offensive line. Make sure at the beginning of this video you check out my draft scenario that I did. I had a dream draft scenario when I did the show with Mike Fisher. Make sure you check out that interview I did with Mike Saturday morning. It was a very good interview. In that show, I said, man, this would be a dream scenario to me. If we could sign a Keenan Allen, because it's doable, it's very doable, it's very affordable. You have the money to do it. Do a one-year deal on Calais Campbell is very doable. He's played with Miami last year, started 17 games, 1 year, $2 million, right up your alley. I don't like old players, but I let him slide for 1 year. Then Asante Samuel's still out there. He's still out there. He can't cost money if he's still out there. The price goes down the longer you're out. So he can't cost money. That's helping out your corners, helping out your defensive line room, and helping out your receiver room. So now you go in the draft, and I said I want 5 picks in the top 100. Traded back twice. I did a draft simulation this morning. I'm gonna show it to y'all in this video. The very first thing that you see in this video, I did a draft simulation, and I got everybody that I talked about in that video Saturday. I got every one of them players. Make sure you check it out. I doubled up at the defensive tackle at the 45, 44, and 55th position, 55th pick. Doubled up, got 2 dogs. I got my speed receiver at 24, moved down like 12 spots. Got my Luther Burden III. Got my Tyleik Williams, Alfred Collins in 44 and 55. Got Tootin, the running back, fast running back out of Virginia Tech, and I got me a nice little corner. 5 picks in the top 100. It worked out perfectly the way I wanted. So, make sure you check that out. I was excited about that. That's a dream scenario. But let's talk about this offensive line right quick. Offensive line, man. I'm going to post 5 starters, or Brock Hoffman, a would-be starter, depending on what happens in this draft or competition. I say you put some competition on it. That's why they went and got the Robert Jones from Miami last year. Started 17 games. Got a little more girth than Brock. But Brock has got an attitude. He's very nasty, and we like that because we like nasty offensive linemen. But he's still undrafted me, and I don't know if he can hold a full 17-game schedule. But you'll see their stats. Got a new offensive line coach. Clayton Adams supposed to be the dog. You saw what he did with Arizona the last couple of years. Really got them right, and now he's looking to do wonders with the offensive line here. Zach Martin retired, so you know what's going on with that. The gap is right there, and then you got, like I said, Brock Hoffman in the competition right there. Terrence Steele, people talking about could they cut him? They can save like $4 or $5 million if they cut him. I wouldn't do that. That wouldn't make no sense to me, although he did give up 9 sacks last year, 40-something pressures. It's still looking bad for him. You think he would have been better after a year removed from that knee injury, but he's still struggling with that pass protection. That's been his weakness his whole career. Good in run blocking. But with Clayton Adams, I think he gets another chance, and it just doesn't make sense to get rid of him knowing that your offensive line is a little compromised because you lost to Zach Martin. You don't have the Great Wall of China any longer. That's dead and gone. Now you got to start and rebuild. So I ain't getting rid of no Terrence Steele. He definitely got to step up. About to run the store right quick. I'm going to put this on pause. All right, we back in these streets. I think I was talking about Terrence Steele. Like I said, you know, just doing the will work thing. Had to go pick up some items. But Terrence Steele, don't cut him. We know you could cut him and save money, but your offensive line ain't all that, so you probably want to keep him. And then we talk about your right guard, Brock Hoffman. Like I said, between him and Robert Jones Jr. might be the fight. And I will talk about the draft pick that everybody loves. Well, Boss Cowboy loves. I don't hate him, but I don't want him. I'm just saying. And then You got Cooper Beebe, who I got his stats right there. Hell of a job for never playing center, was a guard. But you know what? He come from a football family. We interviewed his pops before he hit the field and everything, and we knew that's what he does. His pops played the offensive line. They knew what to do. So, and he was an intelligent person, intelligent player anyway. So I don't know. They said that they don't look like they're going to move him from the center to the guard. I wouldn't. You played a hell of a job at center, man. Go ahead and keep on eating that up and grow and be great. Because he already played, only gave up 3 sacks as a rookie. Played very good. Great pick by Dallas. Then we go to the left guard, Tyler Smith. We know what he is. Can play guard, can play your tackle. I think he's a great tackle and guard. I don't think they're touching him anymore because it's been 2 years at the left guard position, so he might have just been settling in that spot. His problem is he still be having them holding penalties. He was having them holding penalties when he was in college. And that'll still get him because I think he had like 9 penalties. He got to get that together. But like I said, you're getting a Clayton Adams, who's one of a very renowned offensive line coach. Really should help build up this offensive line after, you know, it going back and forth with Joe Philbin and then the other goofy they had last year. I don't even remember his daggone name. But then you got your left tackle in Tyler Guyton, and we know what that went like. And I still like Tyler Guyton. I was high on Tyler Guyton when he was in college. I talked about him when we went to the Senior Bowl, talked about him. But I said this to everybody. I said, I like Tyler Guyton. I think he's going to be good, but he's going to get work his first year. Said it on the Final Word. Said it on my own shows. He's going to get work. You don't care if you ain't never played. If you haven't played left tackle, never, in college, and then you think you're going in the NFL playing left tackle after playing right tackle your career and just switching over, I don't care if you had, because I remember when he got drafted, he was talking about, I can do it. Yeah, that was great. We know you can probably want to do it, but you're going to struggle, and he did. I'm not going to say it was like terrible because I seen Tyler Smith and Tyron Smith both give up damn near 10 sacks their first year at the left tackle position. He gave up 6. His play was uneven, had some good games, had some really, really bad games. But that's to be expected when you never play the position, especially going into the NFL and you've been playing right tackle. People have been talking about switching him over. I said it was a possibility on my Twitter last year, replacing Terrence Steele. But with this line the way it is, I think you should just leave this line like that and see what Clayton Adams can do to it. You got your backups in Jack Anderson, TJ Bass, Earl Bostic Jr., Asim Richards, Robert Jones, what we talked about, and I think they still got Matt Waletzko. So I like TJ Bass. He can play multiple guard positions. You probably want to touch that draft. A lot of people talking about the great debate. Should you get an offensive lineman in that first pick of the first, the first pick with the 12th pick? They've been talking about the Booker kid, Tyler Booker from Alabama, big boy, 6'3", 355, 340, 350. He's a road grader, and I get it where Boss is coming from. You really want to solidify that offensive line. I get it. I totally get it. But you just heard about me, what I said about this draft. If you're staying where you at and you ain't trade no picks and you pick him at 12 and you only got 2 more picks because if you ain't getting that 4th, you ain't trading back in and getting that 4th round pick, but because they're going to have to do it. Because my thing is this, if you draft Booker at 12, you got to have to do some trades, dog, and get another 4th round pick. You're going to have to, because there ain't no way in hell I'm getting a lineman at 12 and be missing out on defensive tackle, be missing out on a running back. You can get that running back, but if you don't get that 4th round pick, you are 75 picks. That is all kind of players going to be gone from that 3rd to the 5th. 75 picks. So that means you have to nail it. So if you picked at 12 and you got Booker at 12 and you don't trade, that's only 2 more premium picks. You got to get that running back. You got to get that fast speed receiver, and you need defensive tackles. I hope that scenario, and I picked up a 3rd round draft pick on that trades that I did for next year. I picked up a 3rd round for next year and traded and got back, picked up a 4th, got an extra 2nd, which I wanted, and got what I wanted. That's what sounds like you can make that happen. Trade back, because if you don't get the guy you want, if Genty is gone, like McMillan is gone, Bro, trade back. I traded back 12 spots, went to 24. You can still get that speed receiver. He will be there. I'm telling you. I said, Luther Burton, get him. He dropped. Nobody's talking about him. And then you pick up another second, bro. Oh, man, double up at that defensive tackle. Be like them Jacksonville Jaguars of old, Henderson and your boy, what was his name? Somebody told me his name. I can't remember. But dog, you get two defensive tackles. You still got Miles, and then you still got Osa, and then you still, bro. And then if you picked up a Calais Campbell, now we cooking. Now you protected that middle. You can pick up another offensive lineman. You can sign another offensive lineman for the cheap. You can. That's just my feeling with it, and I think that's what needs to happen. That's why I'm not with Booker, because I feel like he would just throw off the whole draft, and they would definitely have to trade to get back in, because I'm not doing that. I think you could probably get a running back in the fifth, but that's dicey. A lot of people going to go in that between that third and fifth round, so I wouldn't do it. So my grade for the offensive line will be a C, just because I like Tyler Smith. Asim Richards is a good player. I don't know if I mentioned him. Asim Richards. Let's see what he can do, because he can be your flex from the left to the right, and I think he could really help the team. But I'm going to go with the C right now for them, because I like Cooper Beebe. I like Tyler Smith. I think Tyler Guyton, with a year getting stronger, I think he will be better. I love Brock Hoffman's nastiness, but let's challenge him. I think you need more depth. That's what we're talking about right now. You might need another starter on the offensive line. Well, I can see where you want to go with the Booker, but you better do some trading if you pick him at 12, because I'm not mad at that, but I wouldn't want that. I already told you my scenario. Get that fast receiver in the first. Double up if you can. Get two defensive tackles, or running back and defensive tackle. You can get that running back in the third. I bet you can. And then if you pick up a fourth-round pick, bro, you can get a corner too, because I did that too. Make sure you check that out. Big Game James is going down tonight. The final word. I'm sure we're going to talk more about that Tyler Booker and be fighting on that pick. But you know what it is. I gave a C for the offensive line. Need more depth. Maybe need a starter. But that's what I'm going with. And check out the stats of the offensive line. And check out my dream draft scenario. It's kind of hot. Big James. I'm out. Peace.